We're so excited at Reid Park Zoo to have completed the first portion of our 10-year master plan. We selected the front entry as a starting place, in part because at times guests had a difficult time finding the zoo. Our entrance wasn't as obvious as it could be.
The zoo's entrance can't be missed now, and guests are able to enter more quickly.
And when they come into the welcome plaza or the front entry, it is really beautiful. It has more shade and more trees, and so really the grand entrance that it should be for Reid Park Zoo. The second project we worked on was our Chilean flamingo habitat. So often guests would come to the zoo and miss the flamingos because they were in the very back of the zoo. So now we've moved them to front and center right at the front entry, where guests are sure to see the pop of pink color from our Chilean flamingos.
We are very excited about this new habitat for our Chilean flamingos. In designing the habitat, we really wanted to bring a little bit of Chile to Tucson. So this exhibit is much more open than their previous habitat, and that's because this is what these birds would experience in the wild.
The new Flamingo Lagoon also has a state-of-the-art filtration system that circulates the water every 37 minutes.
Another great feature of this habitat is that we actually have a night house for our birds. Now, the birds may not use the night house all the time, but it is there if they need it for inclement weather, and it's there when we need to do vet exams. It makes catching our birds a lot safer and a lot easier.
And while it might not be safe for most animals to stand on one leg, it's very common for flamingos.
And that's because flamingos are really built to be on one leg. If you actually take a statue of a flamingo made out of just their bones, it will balance on one leg. So if you think of us balancing on two, just think of them built to balance on one.
We know how they stand, but where do they get their color? They get it from the food they eat. In the wild, they eat algae and crustaceans that have the red pigment that turns their feathers red or pink.
Here at the zoo, we feed them a special diet of a pellet that consists of that same pigment. We feed it soaked in water so that it breaks down into that water, and it allows the flamingos to use their specialized beak to filter through and still maintain that natural feeding behavior.
The 26 Chilean flamingos, ranging in age from about 4 years old to almost 30 years old, have settled into their new habitat very quickly. Their natural behaviors are starting to come back.
You can hear behind me that they're bickering a little bit, and sometimes this is because one of the younger ones has sort of moved into a preferred spot of an older one. Sometimes it's because somebody's just, looked at the other one a little differently today. And so they're very, very social animals, and there's a lot of social dynamics, and it's really, really fascinating to watch.
And hopefully, in the future, there will be even more flamingos for guests to observe.
Flamingos love being in flocks. One of the great things about this habitat is that it will allow us to expand our flock of up to 40 birds. We're very excited to be able to breed more flamingos here.
Reid Park Zoo is very proud to be one of the zoos spearheading the Andean Highland Flamingo SAFE, which stands for Saving Animals from Extinction.
Now, this means that we support efforts in the wild to support our flamingo populations, and we also are using our flamingos here at Reid Park to educate our public about what they can do to help save flamingos in the wild.
A walk around the new Flamingo Lagoon provides guests plenty to read and learn about these beautiful birds.